In 1955, the average American family lived on a salary of just $90 a week. Let me repeat that. $90. For a whole family. And yet, here is what they could do with that money. They could buy a house. Feed a wife and 3 children. Own a car. Take a small vacation once a year. And still, at the end of every month, put 10 to 15% into savings. Not because everything was cheap. A new refrigerator in 1955 cost about $300. That was more than 3 weeks of their entire income. A car cost around $1,800. That was 5 months of work. But they bought these things. They owned them. And they still had money left over. Now let's look at you. Today, the average household income in America is around $4,000 a month. You earn more than 10 times what they earned. You have a smartphone with more computing power than NASA had when they sent a man to the moon. You have access to cheap food, cheap entertainment, cheap transportation. And yet, at the end of most months, you have nothing left. You check your bank account before paying rent. You put groceries on a credit card. You wait for the next paycheck. So what happened? The difference is not how much money you make. The difference is a secret. A secret that every American knew before 1960. And today, I'm going to give it back to you. Let's start with the numbers. Because numbers do not lie. In 1955, the average American made $360 a month. Mortgage or rent, $80. Food for the family, $100. Car payment, gas, insurance, $30. That left $150. $150 of free money every month. That is 40% of their income. 40 cents of every dollar was theirs. Now let's do the same math for you. You make $4,000 a month. Rent or mortgage, $1,500. Food, $800. Car payment, gas, insurance, $600. Subscriptions, streaming, apps, cloud storage, $200. Credit card minimum payments, $300. Phone bill, internet, utilities, $400. Add those up. That is $3,800. Leftover, $200. Maybe $300. That is 5 to 7% of your income. Do you see the problem now? You are not poor because you don't make enough money. You are poor because your money leaves before you can save it. And that is exactly how the system is designed. So now, let me share the 3 secrets they knew. And you forgot. Secret number 1. No interest. In 1955, if a family wanted something, they had 2 choices. They could save for it. Or they could do without it. Borrowing was seen as failure. People understood simple math. If you save for a refrigerator for 6 months, you pay the price. If you borrow, you pay the price plus interest. Often 20, 30, even 50% more. Why would anyone pay $1,300 for something that costs $1,000? They wouldn't. But you do. Every single day. You put groceries on a credit card and pay interest for 3 months. You buy a couch with no interest for 12 months and then forget. They never did that. Not because they were richer. Because they were smarter. In 1948, a young couple in Ohio wanted to buy their first refrigerator. The price was $280. They had $80 saved. They did not go to a bank. They waited. For 5 months, they put aside $40 every month. Then they walked into the store, handed over $280 in cash, and took the refrigerator home. That refrigerator worked for 22 years. Today, you would buy that same refrigerator on a store card. Pay $50 a month. Take 18 months to pay it off. Pay $420 total. Replace it after 7 years. Who is richer? Secret number 2, things did not own them. In 1955, the average family owned about half the number of things you own today. Fewer clothes. Fewer appliances. Fewer toys. And yet, they felt they had enough. When you have one television, you care for it. You fix it. When you have 5 televisions, things own you. Look around your home. How many things haven't you touched in 30 days? They did not buy to impress the neighbors. They bought because the thing was needed. Secret number 3, no automatic noise. They did not have subscriptions that quietly drain your account. They did not have one-click food delivery. They cooked at home. They did not have credit cards with cashback. Every purchase was conscious. They took out cash. Counted it. Decided. Today, your money leaves without your permission. You don't even notice. Margaret from Pittsburgh. Every Sunday night, a small notebook. Bread 25 cents, milk 40 cents, shoes $1.50. At the bottom, what was left? Sometimes $5. Sometimes 10. For 40 years. When she died, $47,000 in a coffee can. That is secret number 3. Awareness. So now, the main secret. The one you lost. Wealth is not the amount of money you make. Wealth is the gap between what you earn and what you spend. A person who makes $1,000 and spends $700 is richer than one who makes $10,000 and spends $10,000. Because the first one has a choice. The second one does not. People before the 1960s understood this. They cut expenses. Not income. That gave them freedom. To quit a job. To help children. Not to fear a crisis. You can have a high salary. But if you save nothing, you are poor. You do not need 25 rules. 1 action. Calculate what you actually spend. Open your bank statement. Do not look away. Then find 10% you can cut without real pain. 1 subscription. Takeaway coffee. Delivery. Put that 10% somewhere else. Separate account. Envelope. Coffee can. That 10% is your future freedom. Do this for 1 month. Then 2. Then 6. They built the American middle class on $90 a week. Not because America was cheap, but because they had a secret. And you just learned it. Apply it today. Subscribe to Vintage Dollar. See you in the next video.